All right, guys, on the agenda today, I should have got going earlier. It's morning, but we've got a jam-packed schedule today and I'm already behind. Anyway, we're finishing up the corn and soybean planting today. At one point today we had a corn planter rolling and a bean planter rolling, 2 tractors, 2 planters, all on the same farm. So that made for a pretty interesting sight. So we're finishing up the bean planting, and I've also got a guy coming for hay, and I'm trying to think what else. I have to go over and pick up my piece of equipment I bought, so bear with me today. All right, and there goes the bean planter. Just finished up. Beans are done. Beans are in. Trying to think. That's the planter that they had used last year for everything. It has the 15-inch rows with the inner plant. It's the vacuum type. So he's pulling out now. He's going up to my neighbors. They're still planting corn up at my neighbors. They finished putting corn in all of his bean ground. Today they're going to switch to the corn on corn variety, because my neighbor's doing some corn on corn, and on their way back they're going to hit this field, which I'm doing corn and corn. So that project should be done. I think it's the 29th or 30th, and just about all the corn is in. We had about two days of corn planting, and I don't have as many bean acres, and he was able to finish them in about a day and a half. So he's on his way out, and so am I. All right, so the 986 has not run in months. Dust all over the seat. Bear with me. Also, bear with me with my videos. I have so much footage, so many videos in the camera so far that I have no idea how I'm going to get it all together that it makes sense. So there's going to be probably pretty many days of footage here. Let's see if this will start. Hasn't run, and now I got to take it on the road. And when it idles, sometimes the fan hits the shroud. I have to adjust that shroud. It's only at a real low idle. I think it's from the vibration. But we got oil pressure, we got fuel. Bolts are coming up. So this needs to sit here and run a little bit before I go pedal to the metal out on the highway. I'll be back with you. And we're rolling. Got a little bit of a drive to get to this place. I'll tell you, this 986 with a turbo, I really like it. Light tractor with high horsepower. It's not clumsy going on the road. Need one piece yet to test it out. I won't show you this dinosaur yet. We'll wait till we get home, but got her hooked up here. Kind of hooked up. All right, guys, we're back at the farm. I said I was going to do an overview on this spreader, so that'll be this video. I have so much footage in my camera right now. I have no idea how I'm going to put all this together, but we'll make it work. So I got the 986 hooked up here. I got over. Like I say, it's a little bit of a drive, but this is what it is. This dinosaur. Step back here a little bit. So I need my viewers from Canada to help me. I think this is made in Canada. So there it is. I don't know how many tons it is total. The guy that had it said don't put more than 3.5 ton in it. So I don't think I'm going to put more than 3.5 ton in at a shot. And I don't even know if my 395 is going to lift high enough. You can see the top, there's boards on, and the board on this side is off, so you can get in with the loader. I might just have to load like up on a bank or something like that. Who knows? Maybe I can get it augered in too, so we'll see. But this is a, hang on here, it's a built by S.L. Webster and Son, Federalsburg, Maryland. Okay, so it's not Canadian. I'll show you why I thought it was Canadian. Model 89DLSP79, serial number 4342. So I don't know what all that means, and I don't know anything about this spreader, and I was able to find almost nothing online. I wasn't able to find any others for sale. I wasn't able to find any type of parts manual. See, it says Webster. There's a chart on the back for your spreading. It's still there. This is old. This is an older spreader for sure. It has the stainless apron chain that seems to be in pretty good shape, so I'm happy to have the stainless apron chain. This is stainless, this diverter. There's like 4 places here for the stuff to fall through. We've got spinners that are, these are like a hard plastic, I want to say. They're not metal. And then we got some stainless scoops here to spread it. The chassis and everything is metal, steel, and the box itself is wood. It's plywood, 3/4 inch plywood. So it's a lot older spreader being that it's made out of wood, but I got to tell you, it's not going to corrode or rust. I think the steel came from Canada. This is why I thought it was Canadian. See, it says Canada if the camera's picking it up. This is on springs, leaf springs. It's suspended. Excuse me. We got leaf springs there to help absorb the shock, and they do work. Bouncing along the road, I was looking back, and the whole thing was just tires. These are the original tires, I think, or some of they're Firestones. They're more of a flotation tire. These here are 10-120 truck tires, and I'm not too worried about it. He does have the other two. There's a truck tire on this side and a truck tire on that side. I am getting the other flotation tires with it. He said he was going to give with it. They're 13.5 16.1, so that's kind of a, I don't know, I didn't even look into that, but I have 4 matching tires and I'm going to put them on. The other ones were off. He had gotten flats and he had got them fixed, and in the meantime he stuck these truck tires on, and the other ones are fixed. They're just sitting in the shop, so he's going to give those with. We'll save the truck tires as a spare like he did. So where do I start here? All right, so this is, I'll explain how it drives. First of all, it's all hydraulic drive. There's no PTO shaft, which is good. For as old as it is, I didn't want a PTO shaft spreader. A lot of them are hydraulic or ground drive. But what we got, 2 remote valves here, and I have to get the rest of these adapters. You know, I have the big international plugs, and we need the small Pioneer. It's okay, I have some adapters ordered. That's going to be a whole nother video. So one of these, and I believe it's this side, runs the tire. Let me walk around here. Here's the wheel. This is what drives it. You hydraulically lower this down onto your tire here, and it's ground driven, and that's what drives the apron chain. Basically, the faster you drive, the faster your ground speed, you'll spin this tire faster, and the faster the apron chain will spin. And in there you got a whole pile of stuff. As a matter of fact, there's even a hydraulic motor here that's not hooked up. So I don't know what the hydraulic motor's for. Maybe it's to bypass this wheel. I don't know anything about it, but there is a sprocket there, and there is a chain there, and there's some hoses, and they just go, I don't know, we'll have to look into it. But there's a hydraulic motor there, I just noticed. I didn't see that before with a sprocket. So we might be able to, I don't know. You guys will know, I have no idea. So anyway, that's going to drive the apron chain. You can see it's rusty. It does have rust. It's starting to flake a lot back here at the back end. But I'll get some more diesel on here, and old engine oil. We'll just have to keep spraying it up. That's all we can do. For what I paid for it, I'm not going to worry too much. And it's about, I did see another one advertised for about the same exact price. So this one was in a little bit better condition. You can see the springs on the leaf springs there. Here's the hydraulic cylinder. This hydraulic cylinder, like I said, is the one that moves the wheel. All right, so that's the apron chain. Then this side is for your spinners. They're hydraulic spinners. Basically, you just lock them on and they'll spin. And basically off the hydraulics on the tractor. And it also has, I've never seen this before, but that's how this setup is. Like I say, it is older. There's a return here that you have to put in the back of your tractor. I might tape that in just to keep dust and dirt out. Get some heavy duty tape just to hold it in there. But that's for your spinner. It's like a relief valve for the spinners. I don't understand it yet. This is the first first fertilizer spreader I own that's trailing, other than a 3-point hitch spinner. So let's crawl up in here if I can get up. This here back bumper is rotted out here, you can see. And it's not really, it doesn't really do a whole lot. It's just a bumper. So this ladder, boy, that's oily. Let me I just washed my hands. Let me find another spot. Anyway, there's these here have weights on them, and I guess it helps to make it a little bit more uniform as the fertilizer or damp lime comes out. Then this is your control to set how many pounds you want. He had asked me what I was going to put on as far as the potash, so we set it where I wanted it for the potash. Should be putting on about 175 pounds on. So we got 2 gearboxes down here in the bottom for the spinners, and they are hydraulically driven. It looks like they're split from one side to the other, and they work. We tested it before I came over here. That's why it's way later in the day. It's a couple hours later. So let me crawl up there and show you guys what it looks like inside, and I'll tell you a couple complaints I have already that I want to try to fix. But yeah, this is, I don't know when these were built. I don't know anything about them. This is the first one like it I've ever seen. So if anybody has any information, feel free to comment. I'm not gonna I won't get mad. Let me show you the inside. All right, I don't know how long I'm going to be able to balance here on the tongue, but you get the point. There's the apron chain across the floor. Wooden 3/4 inch plywood. It's bolted together pretty darn well. This was made very well. They tapered the, beveled the plywood. But it looks like you can get a fair amount in there. Okay, I gotta get down. All right. So what I don't like already, and I want to try to fix this jack here. To unhook it, it doesn't do anything. If you don't have weight in here, if this thing is empty, all it does is dump back. If I were to unhook this from the tractor right now, pull the pin, the whole thing would just dump right back. He told me when it's empty and you want to unhook it, you got to put your jack back here on the back side. Just so when you go to hook it up again, you can get it. It's just back heavy. All those gearboxes, I guess. So I got to think of a way to remedy that so that we get the weight back up on the tongue where it should be. But you can see maybe here, it's pulling straight up on the drawbar. So he said when it's full it works out all right, but that's no good. I don't want that to, maybe being that I have a jack here, all I have to do is get one of these rings. Weld one of those rings on the back side somewhere here. Yeah, somewhere here we'll weld the ring on. That's probably what I'm going to end up doing. We'll weld one of those jack rings on, and when I want to unhook it when it's empty, bring the jack back here somewhere, and we can unhook it then, and we can still set the height for the drawbar. Yeah, that'll work. That way when it's full I can just bring the jack up here and set it on the jack there. Yeah, I think that'll work. So we have these other controls here. He said don't touch them, everything's set up right. These are probably the regulators and the flow to how fast everything works. Yeah, there's dirt under there. You can see there's numbers. So I just don't know. I have no book, I have no manual, and like I say, online I was able to find very little information, but he set it for me and showed me how to set it the way he understood all the years that he used it. So that's all I have to go by. And I'm gonna have to find a place in the shed. Probably I'm just gonna let it hooked on the 986 for now. Next week we're gonna be making hay, so we're gonna have to find a home for it, find a permanent home for it, because it's probably going to be fall at this point. With everything being planted, it's probably going to be fall till this is rolling. So this was my, I'm going to try it with a little bit of potash. I'm going to put maybe 3 tons of potash in and see. Maybe on some of the hay fields, we're going to see how it works. Once I have it figured out, once I'm confident that it's going to work, it's going to run, I have the spread pattern figured out, we're going to get some damp lime this fall so we can bypass waiting around for these lime companies. So should be a pretty good match for the 986. Just when it's loaded down with 3.5-4 tons, just do the level. When it gets empty, head on down to the hills. So with it being empty like this, it's not nothing for the tractor. I was going up and down hills to get home with it. So it's nice that I've never seen them with suspension on, and I hope it doesn't. Maybe I only better put 3 ton in. I don't want to flatten out these leaf springs, and that's only how that's the only way it's attached to the box is those leaf springs. axles to the box. So all right guys, this video is getting long. I have so much footage to get together here from planting. Gonna do my best. It's gonna be a couple days worth of videos. All I'm gonna say is next week we're gonna be starting to hay. It's in the 90s again today, and after being so cool for so long, it kind of knocked the wind out of me, but we're getting there. Just got to get back into the next week. Is going to be go time with the hay. So all right, I got a guy coming for hay yet today, and they're coming to finish planting corn, and I got to get this put away, and I got to start getting my hay equipment hooked up. So I may have to rearrange the shed today. So all right guys, thanks for watching. Hope you appreciate it. Any questions, there'll be plenty of videos to come on this. So just kind of an overview here. 986 worked great. Really did good getting this home. So all right, see you tomorrow.